As you know, I'm very fond of looking for leaf mines. The leaf mine that I'm after today, you could call it a needle mine. There are a number of micromoths whose larvae mine the insides of pine needles. You wouldn't have thought it, would you? One such species that I'm after is a fairly common species. It's the micromoth Exotelia dodicella. Now, it's fairly widespread but considerably under-recorded, especially in the Sherwood Forest area of Nottinghamshire. But it should be found pretty much county-wide wherever there's a decent amount of Scots pine. Now, I love pines, both scrub pines and mature pines, such as the great big one behind me. What I don't like too much is the fact that you always end up with sticky, horrible fingers when you've been working your way through pines. But today we're looking for a needle with a mine towards the tip. Hopefully there might be a larva in it, but a lot of the mines that you tend to find of this species tend to be previous year's mines. So we'll have a look, see if we can turn one up. And here is what looks, by my eyes, to be an old mine of Exotelia dodicella. Now, I believe it's old because of the whiteness of the mine, where this part of the leaf has been dead for at least a year. But the indicators are there that this is indeed an old leaf mine of Exotelia dodicella. Now, I can say that because I don't know how you can, or whether you can make it out, but at the bottom of the mine, where there's that sort of purple band before the green needle of the needle starts, there's a hole, and at the very tip of the needle and of the mine there is another hole which doesn't show so well. I'll insert photos and you'll be able to see a lot better. Now, those holes are made by the larva which feeds during the autumn in mines like this, and those holes are to expel the frass made by the larva. So these are never frass-filled mines. Once overwintering has been completed, while the larva is still in this mine, then the larva leaves the mine, and then at the tip, amongst the new shoots and needles of a Scots pine shoot, the larva will spin a couple of needles together and live within a silken retreat. Now, I have checked this, and it is indeed an old mine, but so you may well be able to see that exit hole there, and the other hole to get rid of the frass is right at the very tip of the mine. The only mine so far down the leaf, or down the needle, and they're also the only pine mining micromoth that can be found in the larval stage at this time of the year, so you really can't go wrong. There are several other species which usually mine the whole of the needle. One goes from top to bottom, another, I believe, goes from bottom of the needle up to the top, and then there's a couple of others. Ocnerostoma, there's two species of Ocnerostoma, if I remember right. But this mine, probably of all the leaf miners that mine pine, is the easiest to find and also the easiest to determine, because it's only a short mine so far down the needle. So quite easy to find, this particular one was. That's the leaf mine, or the needle mine perhaps we should say, of the leaf mining moth Exotelia dodicella. Now, here's another mine, and I think this one may well be occupied. It's this one that, here, look, there is, or appears to be, a hole right at the very tip, but I can't make out the one at the bottom. However, I do think that there is a lava in this. So I'm going to take this one home. But this is the kind of thing you're looking for if you want to look for the mines of Exotelia dodicella. You're looking for the tip of the needle to be not eaten, but very light green or whitish in coloration. Good idea to do what I haven't done and bring a magnifying glass, and then you'll be able to see the hole at the top of the needle and a hole somewhere lower down from which the frass is expelled by the lava. And that's what you're looking for. They are quite conspicuous, but say you do get lots of these sort of diebacks on the needles of all of the pines, so you have to sort of make sure. But this is the leaf mine of Exotelia dodicella. It's a mine, say, I've not looked for a year or two, and occasionally we used to get the, Dillis and I, we used to get the moth at light. It's a very uninspiring moth, especially if it's worn, but it's easier to record it as a mine. And as again, with so many things, this is one of the mines that you can look for throughout the winter months. There's always something to look for with invertebrates and entomology.